Before this episode starts, this may fall with either showing blood, gore, and pretty much anything extreme considering the fact that YouTube like to age restrict things. I'm just mostly state this a few, and letting the viewers know whether they're young, maybe around as 9 or 8-year-olds at best. With that in mind, enjoy the episode. Oh, and by the way, thank you for 400 subscribers, everyone. Hello everyone, I am Desto24 and welcome back to Reverses, a show between two characters from different universes to see who will win in a research fight. Today we had a battle between Bloodlust, to be precise. And by reading from the title and the thumbnail, you pretty much know which characters I'm gonna be doing today. That being Skarlet versus Stale or Consumio, or I cannot pronounce names right, but yeah, this is about between a Hero Academia character and a Mortal Kombat character. Oh boy, who will win this one and who gonna leave alive from this bloodbath? And basically now, hopefully none of them can actually kill anyone in public. Seriously, I'm a bit worried. But that said, let's begin. Okay, to start off is Skarlet, and her origin is complicated. There's two different lore due to the retcon to MK11, but basically I'll say a few. She was adopted by Shao Kahn and to be as her next heir. She was adopted in the streets and became the next core of Shao Kahn's own army. That is in the retcon, but in the original origin, she was actually the creation of Quan Chi, made out of the blood of previous past dead warriors that was able to be used as a secret weapon just in case that Shao Kahn ever betrays him or Shao Kahn needs a strong heir if anything happens to him. Frankly, Skarlet's origin is complicated, but all those two origins pretty much led to one thing. Join Shao Kahn's army, become Outworld's member, and pretty much do anything to cause a bloodbath. Or just drink out blood or just make a pool of blood at best. Which ironically, there is a stage called the flesh pit that can able to spot out blood at the bottom. Don't you love what comes with creative thoughts? Anyways, with Stilly or Stan, yeah, I'm becoming a Stant. His origin is a mystery, but we do know one thing. He started out somewhat as a vigilante, and sometime in My Hero Academia story, where he actually been inspired by All Might to becoming like a private hero private hero in a hero school, which you pretty much know today. That is, until he started to realize he descended into like a hopelessness or depression. And after realizing most students are mostly into the fame and fortune, suddenly, or Kazumi, actually decided to drop down the hero status. Instead, willing to kill any hero or villain who thinks they pretend to be as a hero just for fame. And to put it simply, he became a psychopath, willing to kill anyone who dares to take the hero name for their own sake. And ever since then, his violence changed the world. Well, basically not all of it, but mainly the My Hero Academia as a hero association community. But you know the thing. Although what downside is the tongue. Yeah, the tongue is weird, but we're not talking about that. Okay, but anyways, what both they can do? Well, Skarlet, thanks to her training in Alpha, she definitely developed a fighting style that definitely she more prefer as rely on swift strikes. And basically enough, in Mortal Kombat, she possessed blood magic. Blood magic is somewhat a rare sorcerer's ability, where it gained the power of the blood of all warriors, which Skarlet can able to do this. No, I'm not kidding. She can actually use in her own will, including her own blood. And so, at this point, frankly, she can do with any of it she likes. She can able to create blood out of anything like weapons or anything like tentacles. Wait, tentacles? Okay, that's weird. But anyways, in order that she can able to use these blood magic, especially use it in fatalities, by having her opponent's heart pump too much blood and easily explode, or use the blood of her enemy and then stab it through the eye, or make either a bloodbath or a blood shower at this point. And despite being in 2 games, she is incredibly strong, showing the breaking a bone that she can able to do in Mortal Kombat. She's capable of having much more speed, even keep up with Koga Khan, who is at best light-based attacks. And plus, she took hits much more damage from the hands of Koga Khan and Katana. Now, she can able to be compared to other characters who can take on fire, ice, or even heavier like Goro. She also has her own fair share of weapons like her Takui or Toto. It's a short-bladed weapon that mostly uses swift strike and strafe. Although she does use this, and she also has the Koto blades, where her main weapon is mainly that. She also have like the katanas, but mostly similar to her previous one, but much longer. There's also things I could say like her joint weapon, like the Kutui, but the Kotai, where she can able to throw them as Earth Giants, like shurikens, as well as the movesets and going other fatalities. Though what make one thing clear, her blood magic is dangerous with all the good reasons. And one of those samples in a knockout ending, she was able to corrupt the hourglass and instantly managed to cause like a blood religion that she makes sacrifices to anyone that pretty much worship her if they want to survive. Even Shao Kahn are afraid of her. That is the most dangerous one. And I'm not saying that it counts as like her stats. I mostly see it as a fact, not as a feat. But even then, blood magic in Mortal Kombat is very vicious, especially when it comes with using your own blood as weapon. Yeah. Now as for Saint, yeah, I pronounced it right. Saint is pretty strong as well, known for toning down Titan and Tomu. And ironically, he has some pretty good things about his spell, especially the fact he mostly carries 2 different blades. I don't know what they call, but they're mostly nice at this point. And even with it, he managed to scare anyone. In fact, that includes even to stand against a character that an emo guy. I forgot his name, but even then, he can instantly kill anyone with just 1 touch. Plus, I can say more about his skill. Many of his fighting skills are mostly high in close combat, and matches and defeats different kinds of any hero or villain alike. There's a lot I could say. But there's one thing I could say, his quirk. Throughout My Hero Academia, there are many quirks, but his most deadliest one is his bloodlust. His bloodlust is his quirk, and based on that I could say a few more, but his bloodlust can increase his status, and his blood current, well technically part of his quirk, can actually regenerate instant blood of a person, then pulverize them at best. Even a single drop of blood can easily affect it to a kick-in. That can able to cause like maximum directed damage is at best 8 minutes. And that's durable to immobilizing the bells on blood. And ironically, he is dangerous. Even with all those, he managed to keep up with other foes, like let's say a group of heroes, including Izumi Midoriya. And keep in mind, this is not during the time of Season 3 and 4, this is mostly during the time of Season 2, where Izumi Midoriya is still developing his own power as well as his own creation. But even then, he is capable of creating our own, including Todoroki, where his ice and fire ability can instantly just, well, throw the hell out of the stadium at best. At best at 4 or 5 clear marks at seconds. And for the guy who is going to become like his own way up as a hero, he is pretty crazy. And again, what's up with the tongue? I know I said it we're not discussing, but dear lord, I'm having a lot of flashbacks with Waluigi versus and Legend of Zelda character all over again. But the only difference is it's an anime character. Actually, kind of think of it. What does all bloodlust characters have to have longer tongues? Okay, not all of them, but still, but why? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. With that said, starting to have plenty of beats, I will instantly go there. There's a lot, and he kills several villains at best, and that's saying much. But none of them are perfect. Skarlet have her flaws. Due to the fact of 2 games and one mere comic, she mostly had less of the development as she seems, mostly due to the fact she has small screen time in stories and especially in comics. Hell, her only victory is against Jackie Briggs, which during time, this is before MKS game comes around. Plus, her blood matching can often use be too much, which can result her to becoming thirsty. And by that, I mean if she don't consume enough blood in a certain time, she will eventually die. It's kind of like her power battery, but if she don't consume amounts of blood, she will die. And even though I didn't mention her movesets, but most of her movesets could actually damage her or kill her. You know, with blood magic, you can easily kill yourself. And for Stent, he has his own flaws as well. He is incredibly insane, and that's his big problem. He is way too insane and don't have a lot of problems, and that's not the bunch. Due to the fashion of the blood curve, it definitely heavily relies on opponent's blood type, depending. But he been underestimated by opponents before, from time to time again, from hands of Izumi Midoriya and his group, and sometimes he tend to go straight for the kill instead of strategizing. Plus, the only purpose, the reason why he tends to kill off the individuals who is willing to do anything to kill, but he tends to hold back because, well, against the individuals who are deemed true heroes. He can only kill them if it's truly necessary at best. You know, for a villain like Stent and Bloodlust, he thinks he's a hero, but in reality, he's a whole different one. He thinks he's a hero, but man, oh man, he is a killer. a really bloodlust, misguided villain. Although to be fair, his design was cool, so based on their stats, so I'll give him credit for this. Both characters at best have pretty much skill when it comes with using blood-related attacks. Skarlet had proven that even despite a short screen time that she definitely hold her own as being as quote-unquote the deadliest daughter that Shotgun ever have. And certainty, despite having his flaws, still proves that he is a truly deadly villain. But only one can survive this bloodbath, and the winner of this one is Skarlet. Yeah, at this point, this is mostly a stomp at this rate. But keep in mind, there's an advantage that Jank does have advantage on. He do have some advantages after all. Both are capable of having the same leadership. But the only difference is, I can compare Skarlet to other girls like say Giant K's, who are able to crush Diamond, which requires 50 million of energy to do so. Well, it's not the same for strength, but it definitely shows there. And pretty much with the fact that with speed, yeah, it could be a debatable at best. But for speed, Skarlet has much more advantage. At best, he can able to keep up with Deku at 5%, who can dodge bullets at Mach 1.9. At Skarlet, she can able to go to the Cabal, who is able to dodge bullets, and that will take about Mach 279 seconds. Yeah, at this point, she definitely held the speed advantage. As for striking such attack potency, it is debatable. It's hard to tell which one to get the one to take. But at the end, I know I had to state this, but I had to say Skarlet will get the striking strength and the attack potency due to the fact she can able to skill to other characters like say Taro, who can able to buy a 1.24 tons of TNT, aka a nuclear blast that causes earthquake. And with Zelda, she is definitely much higher. And this battle was really coming down to is who is much more better controlling on blood. And for this stats, Skarlet is far more superior, while staying blood quirk can able to absorb. But the only problem is Skarlet has much more control on her own blood power. Her own blood magic is much more different than quirks. Totally different stats. In fact, she can definitely know how to ways to killing off stent. Even when I say a few, including the stats, this mostly comes down to their power, and Skarlet's power is much more stronger, much more powerful magic than Stain Quirk. So yeah, even then I could able to skill each one of them. It comes down to its power, and what Skarlet have, then Stain. Yeah, it's over. It was a total bloodbath for Stand. The winner is Skarlet. I hope you guys enjoyed with this episode, and pretty much, I hope it's worth the wait. There'll be coming episodes, but depending on the school times that I have. And I am planning to do like a 400 subscriber contest, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be doing that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully you'll be seeing more videos sooner or later. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for next time between two characters of the samurai.
Get ready for the next battle.